everybody, welcome back to my channel. Midnight Muse is here. I'm gonna do just a little makeup video today, nothing crazy, nothing special, just throwing on a face. I've actually been doing mostly painting and cleaning all week. I think I said from my last video that I've been like Marie Kondoing the hell out of my room, which I don't know if you can tell like how much more organized everything is. It's in the background, so it looks kind of cluttered, but it's actually like I got everything in boxes now and organized, and I'm actually painting boxes to do more storage items with, so it's been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying it. But I do have a new palette to try out today. I have the NYX Off Tropic palette, which has literally my birthstone color in it, so I need to use that. Let me just unwrap it first. I was really excited. My mom sent me out to buy her like 80th case of Coke for the week, well, Coke Zero, at Shoppers, and I didn't want to wait in the lineup, especially since my friend was working in cosmetics that day. But to buy regular stuff in the cosmetics area, you have to buy a cosmetic, and this just so happened to be on clear out, which is great because it was like $30 or something at the NYX store. I'm like, I got money for that. So was quite happy to find this there, and she was laughing. She's like, the moment I put that there, she's like, I knew that you would just come in and get it. So we're going to be playing with that today. As I said before, I wasn't doing a makeup video earlier in the week because I did end up getting a sty in my eye over the weekend, which really sucked, especially since it was Sean's birthday. But just to show, I do have all new, well, not all new, but like all brand clean, spanking new brushes. I haven't gotten rid of the mascara yet, but that's honestly just because I haven't worn makeup, except for that one time earlier in the week. So it's here to throw out. I'm not going to use it. Though I am really sad about it. I actually kind of feel like this cured my sty, because the last time that I had a sty, which was like 11 or 12 years ago, it was so bad. It lasted for like 2 weeks. My eye was like completely swollen shut. I had to do like the warm tea bag on my eye, and it was horrible. And like the amount of pus, for some, like I kept using this on my eye. This was the only thing that I would wear in my eye area, just because it was for his birthday. Pictures were still being taken of me. Like, I wanted to feel okay, and it's kind of like, well, this is the mascara that's going to go in the garbage anyway, because it's the one that I was wearing when I got the sty, so obviously I can't keep it. And weirdly enough, every time I had this mascara on, that's when my eye felt okay, and like I would take it off, and that's when it would feel swollen and painful. So I actually started wearing it more to see what would happen, and it's gone now. So it's like, it's weird. It's like, I'm still going to get rid of it just for sanitary reasons because it was worn during an infection. But yeah, so I don't know if it's like the CBD oil or whatever that they have. This is the Milk Kush mascara, but I'm definitely, going to be putting this on my list for birthday presents, which isn't until the summer, but I've got mascara to last me till then. So we're good. I actually just want to double check that I have my Tarte one in here. Yes, I do. So yeah, I'm good to go for everything, and all of my like powders and everything have all been sprayed down with alcohol. Anything that went around the eye area has been sprayed down with alcohol or thrown out. Thank God I got all those backups of ColourPop, because like now I need it. So yeah, so I'm gonna throw out the Kush since I have my garbage right there anyway. But yeah, just as a heads up for anyone who ever gets a sty, apparently the Milk Kush mascara will get rid of it somehow, or maybe it's just like a weird me thing, but it was great. I've also switched over to cashew milk, which has completely changed my life. It is so freaking delicious. I cannot get over how good it is. And it's weird. It's like, it's the only thing that I've changed in my diet in the last week. And I've lost 4 pounds as of yesterday. And I'm like, what the hell? And I mean, I really switched over to it just because I am like very, very lactose intolerant. And so like I would always drink lactose-free milk, of course, but like I like doing things the natural way when I can. Like, that's like, usually I would drink goat's milk if I could, but the problem is that nobody likes goat's milk around me, and it is quite expensive. It's like $4 for a liter, which is well out of my price range. I couldn't really afford to have it anyway. So came across cashew milk, and I'd been thinking about it for a while, but I don't know, like I'd always been a little bit nervous, like, do I actually try it? Do I not try it? Like, I don't know how it's gonna be. And then I was like, you know what, bite the bullet. And then I was out at Walmart with Mom, and they had it on for like $3.27, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, My lactose-free milk for 2 liters costs $6. This is literally $3.27 for 2 liters. That's insane. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, sign me up. This is the time. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how it goes. I was a little nervous when I first put it in my coffee because I don't know if you could see how dark my coffee was, but like I usually drink 3% lactose-free milk, so I am not used to coffee that looks so dark, and that kind of did make me nervous, but the smell was just so enticing that I was like, okay, I just gotta try this thing. And man, am I ever happy that I did, because it is like the most delicious thing ever. I'm actually quite sad to be on, I forgot to put my smoking patch on. I gotta do that. I'm actually sad to be on my smoking patches right now, where like I can't just have coffee all day, because I really want to, because it tastes so good. So I just need a little mirror just to make sure everything's blended, because what looks blended on camera is not necessarily blended in person. I don't know why my skin is so dry. I think it's we're having a random cold day, and I do say random because like as of like tomorrow and the next day it's supposed to be like plus 11 and 12, which is good because I'm going to a football match. It's gonna be great. But for some reason today it's like 2 degrees. And it's like, why are we having a random freezing day? I don't, thank God I'm just in the house painting, and like, and in the house it's really hot. Oh gosh, look at that. That's not a pretty roll. But in the house it is really, really quite warm. So that's why I'm wearing like just a cut-off shirt and a pair of short shorts, which is like my indoor life kind of outfit. Well, actually, it's kind of like my summer outfit. If it's summer, I go outside like this just as easily as I stay inside, to be honest. But it is, but then it's like you step outside for a second and it's like, oh no, okay. That's a good thing I'm not smoking, because this is not the day for it. Though I will say I am craving one quite a lot right now, because I need my patch on. I didn't wake up and put it on this morning because I had to have a shower, but I was really craving my coffee, so I got up and had a coffee first, because I had a weird day. I ended up staying up until like 6:30 this morning, which is weird because I said goodnight to my mom at like 12:30, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do like a little bit of detailing on, because I'm painting a planter's box for her right now. I'm just gonna do a little bit of detailing, then I'll go to bed, see you in the morning, whatever, no big deal. And somehow just kept on going and going and fussing with it, and like painting my little flowers and doing all my little details. And I was working on a box of my own as well, which I will show you, because that one I have at this point varnished the outside of. I just have to varnish the inside. That's almost completely done. But I just kept painting until I heard like noises outside, and I was like, what the hell? I shouldn't be hearing any noise. Everyone should be sleeping at this point. It should be like, I was thinking like maybe 2:30. And then I realized that no, it's my dad getting up and ready to go to work. And I was like, what the hell? And I look at the time and it's 5:44, and it's like, oh shit. You were supposed to have been in bed hours and hours ago. And I mean, it's not like I had like anything that I had to like go to today. It's just, I don't like staying up that late. I do a lot when Sean's here because that's more his schedule than mine. I have a late schedule, but I usually go to bed around like more of like the 2-3 area, as opposed to him, who definitely he goes to bed around the more like 6-7, which is just way too late for me. Why am I opening my brows already? I don't want to do brows yet. I'm doing bronzer first. So that kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop, and then I slept like the dead until about 12:30. It is a very gloomy day today, which is why I'm not over at my window, and I do have my ring light going today, because it's one of those things where I've noticed that whenever the light changes a lot, like at the window with the natural light, that it does that like weird glowy thing with my face. And so I'm just trying to avoid that. So it's like you can see a little bit coming in this way, but this is the best that I can do with what I have. So, and this at least will give you like a truer idea of what my makeup actually looks like. Whereas like when I sit in front of my window, because the light is like the natural light's hitting me directly, it gives me that super pale camera look. And I do say pale camera look because it's definitely I look pale on the camera, not in person kind of a look, which I really hate. Because don't get me wrong, as I said, like I'm pale. I'm proud of it. I've been pale since I was born. I've never fit in to my family. That's fine in that sense. I like being pale now. I used to hate it, but I like it now. Just because it does set me apart in that way, because in my family it is a little bit of an anomaly. But I don't know. I don't like looking like pure ghost, because then you look at the family photos, which all of my family photos look like this, because obviously they're taken with a camera, and it's like, even because I have a sister who's pale. She's pale because she doesn't go in the sun. She does have the yellow like olive skin. She just is like the palest form of it because she avoids the sun. The point is, she's still pale, and yet you look at any of our family photos and it's hilarious, because it's like you see all these people that, you know, are in varying tones of olive, from pale olive to darker olive, and then it's literally like a ghost in between everybody, and it's just like, I don't know how this happens. It's just me. I'm just little ghosty old me. It's cool. Oh, I'm out of focus. There we go. Back in focus. Don't do that. I'm going to wear a really kind of like more bronzy blush today, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Just because I want to wear all those greens and stuff. And I don't know. I kind of feel like doing a more bronzy-ish look, which also I very rarely wear a bronzy blush. And I don't want to go through these Tarte blushes and have like the pink one and the peach one be empty, and then just have a full brick of this bronze. So I mean, you know, I'm excited to have warmer weather tomorrow. Maybe I'm hoping that if I put on the warmer styled makeup today, that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, that by tonight, the weather will already be warmer and everything be good. That's my hope. Probably won't happen, but I can still hope it. Highlight like usual. Like, I'm really not using anything different. Like, the only thing different that I'm going to be using really is going to be that eyeshadow palette. Same Ofra highlighter, same Pretty Vulgar bronzer, same Tarte blush. Like, I'm so boring in that way sometimes. I think that's why it's like I struggle a little bit like doing like the makeup stuff, because like I love doing the makeup and I love doing creative makeup. I think that for me, what would be really good for me is to why is that in the middle of the camera? Stop that. Go away. There's just I think it's because like I have this update on my phone, so now there's like a circle in the middle of my face. I'm like, can you stop that? I get that it's keeping me in focus, and I appreciate that, but it's weird to like see. Oh my gosh, this is really looking weird. Oh, I gotta work out. It looks weird because like I, you know, when I want to like, you know, I'm talking to you, like to me, like that's how I talk to you, and yet I'm just kind of now talking to a circle. I don't know. I'm not an actress, so I know actors like they're known to like talk to like random like balls and circles and stuff. I can't do that. At least if I see a face, I can pretend that it's not my face and like I'm talking to the rest of you out there. Anyways, the time has arrived to try out the Off Tropic palette. What I will say about this palette is I do like they have, you know, they have more mattes and shimmers. I like the selection they have in there. The one thing I hate is that there is absolutely no highlight shade in here for me. It's literally like this is matte. I do not wear matte highlights, and it is like because I'm so pale, like for me that's actually kind of like a light transition as opposed to an actual matte or opposed to an actual highlight shade. And I am going to start with that lightest shade and then build up from there. I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is I'm using that green because I have to. As I said, it's literally my birthstone color. Though I will say the one nice thing about having like all new brand spanking clean brushes, well not all new, I keep saying new brushes, they're not new brushes, that having all of them clean for once, because usually there's like only like a few of them or half of them or sometimes most of them, but very rarely do I get to use all clean brushes in a video, I should say. Because I get to use all clean brushes all the time because I clean them when I'm not filming, but I usually wear makeup before I film a video with them. So this is nice. I don't have to use my color switch. I can just grab anyone that I am in the mood for and use that. I need something that's still kind of wide like that, but damn, they're the one I'm looking for. I think, this is hard. I think I might go with like the mustard yellow and see if I can like build up more of a transition shade with that. Can you stay open though, please? That would be really nice. Yeah, we'll see if we can get anything there. They're not really picking up as well as I usually find my NYX shadows too. This one's doing better, but it's still, I don't know if you, like, yeah, well, you can barely see it on camera. You can see it a little bit more in person, but it's still very muted, and I am not used to my NYX shadows being so muted. That, or maybe I've just gotten so spoiled with the ColourPop that I expect everything to perform that way. But it's like right now I'm kind of at like 2 duds in a row, and I'm not super happy about it. I will say I am not super happy. I was hoping to have like 2 winners off the bat. Like that first shade, yes, it was really pale. So like maybe that's my fault. I think that's more of a like just to like dust over your concealer or your primer just to like set your eyeshadow. And this one is building up. So I will say that it is building up very nicely. I can't argue its buildable ability, and you can see it now. It's, you know, it's laying down. So I'm gonna now move into, because I didn't really want to use this color because I am using the green. It's a little bit too opposite. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go down with this dark guy down here and just like build it up very, very slowly, because I don't want it to be too dark. Like I want the outside to be dark, but I do want to have a nice blend. So I'm just gonna very, very lightly tap in and tap off most of it, and then slowly build it up so that way I can do like a deeper outside, but yet still have that tone that I want, because I don't want to have too much of a red tone on my eye when I'm using green, because it's, you know, the complementary colors, and it can look cool and it can look striking, but not necessarily when you blend them that closely. It's the kind of thing where it's like, because I have blue eyes, if I wear a lot of like oranges and golds and reds and yellows around my blue eyes, they will stand out and look really cool. But if I have like orange and blue on my eye, it's kind of like you got to be really careful with it, which I mean, I have done. It is something that I do actually with my niece, because she has beautiful dark brown eyes. So we'll do a look that does do the both, but we don't have them together in that way. Like we'll do like a blue lid and then like a little bit of like an orange like highlight on the lower lid, so that you still get those colors on there. That way like they make both of our eyes look good, but they're not next to each other and canceling each other out and just looking like brown and gray and muddy and gross, basically, is what I'm saying. Like I don't want to mix any reds, greens, because it'll turn muddy and gross. And actually, for anyone who is wondering more about like how to blend your colors and mix your colors, like I've always been obsessed with color theory, and I've actually always had a weirdly good understanding of color theory, like long before I ever like studied art to any capacity. Like I can remember as a 3-year-old arguing with my mother that I won't eat blueberries because they're blue on the outside, they're green on the inside, and when you smush them they're purple, and that doesn't make sense because that's not how color works. Weirdest 3-year-old ever. Still will not eat blueberries this day. Point is, color theory is big for me. But Samantha Ravndal, who is a fantastic Canadian YouTuber, has a whole video about doing your makeup via color theory, and it's very long, and she goes into like all the details with it, and it was really, really cool. I watch it just because I really enjoy anything about color theory. It was like my favorite thing to study when I was in art school, so I very much enjoyed her video and would recommend that people go and watch it too. She is super talented, and I love that she just does not give a crap about what people think about her at all. At least she portrays that. I can't say for real, obviously. I don't know her. She lives on the other side of the country. For me and for all you people who think that we all live together in igloos, we do not. Like, she's farther than me than I think England, so. But she's badass. Love watching her videos. Check her out. Alright, gonna throw in some of that green now. I'm excited for that green. I am just gonna try it on my finger because it is a shimmery color, but it's like the perfect peridot. And that is kind of like extremely lackluster. Come on. Give me that vibrant peridot that I'm so desperately looking for. Please, please, please. Okay, somebody needs to come out with like a shiny peridot foiled shadow for me because there's and it's getting all over my freshly done face. This happens to me way too often. It is a big problem. Get off my face. Thank you. At least it does mist away. At least it does go away really easily. But that's actually really annoying because I was you can see it. It looks nice. But the color itself looks like it should be super foiled and pretty, and I'm digging into it. And I'm also kind of really, really sorry. Really pushing it onto my eye as well, trying to get that pigment, which is why I'm getting the fallout, because I really have to dig in and press on hard to get any color out, and it shouldn't be that way with a foil shadow. Come on. I don't know. I find that who was it? It was Jen Loves Reviews. She said the best thing about NYX, and I 100% agree with her. And that is that, one, they come out with way too many palettes way too often. So it's kind of a there's just too much. And she goes, they have the opposite problem of a lot of brands. A lot where other brands specifically, she said Benefit, and 100% true. They come out with the exact same set in different packaging year in, year out. That's their thing. At least NYX does do, very different things all the time. But what they don't do enough is focus on the quality of what they are coming out with. So, sometimes you'll get things that are oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever used. I think I have the Fire Element palette. I love that palette so much. It is so wonderful. The pigments are just absolutely beautiful. Everything about it is kind of perfect. And then you get this off Tropic, and as I said, it's the first palette that I've ever seen that has my birthstone color in it, so I was really excited for it. Get it. And it's I mean, the matte colors are fine. They're buildable, they're blendable, they're not the most pigmented, but again, buildable and blendable, we're good to go. That's fine. The shimmers remind me of when I got that Morphe palette where it's oh my gosh, that looks beautiful, and oh, that feels soft, that's going to be amazing, and then go and put it on my eye and be wow, that did absolutely nothing. Can you even see that? So this took way too much building up with my face. It should not be that way. So I'm not happy about that, I will say. So I'm just trying to figure out if I even have eyeliner kicking around here anyway. This is what happens when you move all your makeup around and you try to be oh, I'm gonna be really compact and have everything in a tiny little container and it'll be perfect and fine and ha ha ha. No, I'm always oh, but I wanted to have this today. Another thing where waiting to get your own place so you can move out and actually have space to have your stuff. I just need a vanity table, nobody's business. And I mean, I get it. I know a lot of people can't, but I will build it. That's the thing is I can build it for myself. I can use scrap wood and build it for myself. I'm not concerned about that, and I have an extra chair. It's just I have nowhere to build it. I have no space to put it. So I need to do that. Hopefully very, very soon, though. Things keep getting delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed, and it's I don't know. It's hard. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when you can't do anything about it and you're just sitting and waiting, and I don't know. Hopefully one day soon I'll be telling you guys that I'm moving, because that would be the best thing ever. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my parents. I ended up not posting a video from the other week, thank God, because I shot a video. It was the last video that I shot downstairs while my parents were in Israel. And it's a makeup video, just a chit chat, get ready with me, until I realized that 90% of the video was just me complaining about how much I missed my mom. And it's you're 30 years old. You spend most of your videos talking about how you want your own house, and here you are going on, oh, my mom's been gone for 2 weeks and I miss her and I want her to come home. So I was no, let's not post that because you sound like a child. I mean, I have no problem admitting that I missed the hell out of my mom. I did 100%, but it wasn't what I came to realize is that it wasn't that I miss like having her in the house all day because like we drive each other apeshit. What I miss is talking to her. And like my mom goes away. She's been away many times. My parents go on vacation like at least once a year, and she's gone back to Trinidad on her own a couple of times. Like she goes away. But what I realized is that usually when she's gone, we still talk every day. This was like the first time that she'd left where we couldn't just talk. And I think that's why I was missing her so much, because I'm just used to talking to her. And that's just like, I lived in Oakville for like 2 years, and I never was like that. Like, it was like the weirdest thing where it's like, yeah, I know that like I had to move back home because like of my mental, oh my gosh, this is a really, can you see that? Look at that mask. That is crazy long. We'll see how this goes. Already don't like it as much as my Kush. Throwing that one out there. But, yeah, like, I've lived away from home. I only moved back home because of, like, my mental health problems, and I had to go on medical leave and, like, get help and do all, like, the hospital thing and all that kind of stuff. But, point is, I haven't always lived at home, and it's never been a problem. But, yeah, I do talk to my mom every day. I'm very much a mama's girl that way. I probably always will be, and I don't care. I'm quite proud of it. I mean, my mom is everybody's favorite mom, so I love that. I absolutely love that. I love that everybody that I know, they call her mama, mama, dad. Like, they all have nicknames for her, and it really is just the best. This is a really weird mascara. It's like super duper Clump City, which is weird because usually when you have those rubberized brushes, which I will say I do hate the rubberized brushes, but at least with the rubberized brushes, they're really good at combing your lashes so that you don't get Clump City. But here I am, and everything's a clumpy mess. And I'm just like trying to make it look okay. Also, by the way, I wanted to say a quick sorry for not doing any pictures with the lashes that I got in my Boxy Luxe. I have not worn them yet because, as I said, I did have a sty in my eye throughout the weekend. So, you know, never mind. Like, I was not wearing any makeup around my eye, and I was not going to ruin a pair of, I think it's like Lily lashes that I got. I still have them. I think I have them right here. I do, yeah. Yeah, Lily Lashes in Gaia the Faux Mink. I'm so happy that they sent us faux mink too, because, like, I will not wear real mink lashes. Actually, it makes me sad because I have a friend that has her own lash line, and I won't purchase anything from it because, you know, she goes on about how, you know, great the quality is because everything's real mink lashes, and it's like, but why? It doesn't need to be real mink. Why do you have real mink? Like, that's... like, yes, I get that, like, minks are asshole little creatures, but you still don't need to kill them to make lashes. That's just my view on it anyway. Obviously to each their own, but yeah, that's my thing. I can't, that's going well beyond me being cruelty free with my makeup and like straight up hurting animals for fashion and for makeup, and I'm not down with that at all. So I think she's great, and hopefully she'll come out with some faux mink ones, and hopefully eventually move her line completely into faux mink, because you don't have to have the real mink. Like, those Lily lashes, I can't wait to use them because they look so like full and thick and voluminous and beautiful, and they don't look like they're faux at all. Like, they look like regular mink lashes. They are beautiful, which says that, like, why are people still doing this? It's not something that needs to be done. I don't know. That's just my view, but it's been kind of funny because, like, my friends do not realize, like, how, like, into caring for the environment I actually am when it comes down to it, and how much, like, I work to, like, recycle more and, like, organize things more and, like, just do what I can, because I guess I don't, like, come across that way because I'm kind of, like, that weirdo, nerdy girl who, like, I don't know. But it's like, I'm also pagan, and like, for anyone who actually knows anything about paganism, like, you know, like, it is a religion that worships nature, basically. So it's like, why would I not care about the environment and animals. And yes, I eat meat, but like that's also like a part of like the food chain, and like everyone can have their own beliefs, everyone can have their own opinions and their own ideas as to what works for them. I will say that I have gone like meat free in the past for sure. It's not something that, oh, my headband really got to me this time, but it's not something that works for me. Like I actually got really sick and had a doctor be like, well, if you don't start eating red meat, like you're gonna need a blood transfusion. My anemia got really really bad. And this is also because I can't eat beans. And that's really what it came down to, is like I can't live on a plant-based diet because of the allergies that I have prevent me from being able to do that in a way where I would be healthy. If I were to do that, I would get so sick so fast. Just being vegetarian, I got really, really sick really, really fast. So like for me, veganism is like a completely out the door. As I said, vegetarianism is even out the door because I did try that for 3 months and got extremely sick doing so, because I have too many allergies to be able to have the nutrients that I need in a day to supplement the lack of iron that I get from like red meat and stuff. So, and yeah, but and proteins and stuff too. Like I have a lot of crazy allergies, as I've said before. I don't really talk about every single one of them because like the list just goes on and it keeps growing. Like I have my doctor has a rule with me where it's like literally if you throw up from the same thing 3 times, it's going on to the no list of things that you can't have anymore. So it's like what I can and can't eat is always changing and evolving, and it's a really frustrating situation. But anyways, this has been an incredibly long video, and I was planning on having it be really, really short. Just try out that new palette. Oh, I did want to talk to you about my art stuff, but like way too late now. What I'll do is probably because I always do like one makeup focused video and then one kind of like random video. Sometimes you get 2 makeup videos, but a lot of the time it's one makeup, one random, of whether it's art, mental health, whatever. So I will include the project that I've been working on this week in next week's video, which I'm not even done one of them right now anyway, so that makes sense anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it to the end of this video, please hit like, and if you want to see more of me, please hit subscribe. I am here twice a week, usually Monday, Tuesday, and then usually Thursday, Friday. This week was a little off because I didn't film until Wednesday because I was sick Monday, Tuesday, and now I'm filming on Friday, so I'm trying to like get back on track. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you next week. All right.